YouTube. Just thought I would do a fall sort of season wrap up video as I always do. I try to do one of these every year. The season's sort of over. I'm still playing. It'll be great to play some fall golf, but for all intents and purposes, we're wrapping up. And I have a lot of new subscribers. So welcome to the new subscribers. As my current subscribers know, this is the golf channel, the YouTube golf channel, where the guy who doesn't play any golf. So I just sort of like do talking heads wrap up videos. These are more for myself, but maybe there's something on here that helps you, or you like to see someone doing this all in public in a sort of a semi anonymous way. So yeah, a quick 101. I'm just on here playing. I started playing golf again after a long time not playing golf, and with the goals or the idea of trying to get better and see if I could get better, and then if I could get better and playing competitions, and at maybe a high regional amateur level, or ideally a national level. And so if I'm able to do that, and if I do, am I successful at it, or what happens? And so this is about the 5th year I've been doing this. I started just before the pandemic, so the past couple years have been a bit of a wash, but slowly getting back to a situation, I think, where I can start to get more events in. So welcome aboard to those who have been tagging along. Thank you so much for tagging along. I hope there's been something here that's been interesting. So where are we at? So we did another season. Let's go back to my goals video, I guess. I had a couple goals to play. One, to play in as many tournaments as I could. This year it was only 2, but I played in 2 tournaments. How did I do in them? Well, I didn't. They were both qualifiers, and I didn't qualify. So it's sort of, to go on a bit of a rant, it sort of sucks up here in Canada. I used to live in the New York City area. It doesn't suck in Canada. It's great in Canada. But golf-wise, the Ontario amateur and the Ontario mid-amateur, the qualifiers are like early May. Well, the first one was May, and the second one was late May. Late May is not so bad, but early May was bad. So the mid-amateur, I did not qualify. I missed by 2 shots. Still, though, I got a top 25 out of it, so that's great. The second one, I played actually quite well. I just, the greens were a lot slower than expected, so had a difficult day. But, so I made my goal. I played as many tournaments as I can. There's a couple more that I had teed up for the fall, but, I'm just trying to save some money, and we'll get into that later. And I think that's a good thing. And so I sort of tabled those, but there's definitely there's some things in the horizon. Let's put it that way, or planning. And then the other goal was to try not to think about my scores as I was playing golf and in rounds. And yeah, I think I've been pretty successful at that, even in my casual rounds, and then in those tournament rounds. I sort of wasn't thinking of. I mean, you sort of know where you're at, but I wasn't making decisions based on that, whether I was like giving up or like, grinding too hard or whatever. I was just playing and seeing where the chips fall. So I sort of feel like that's a win, because I've not ever been very good at that. So, so yeah, goals checked, achieved, levels achieved, right? So now, what did I do this season mostly? Well, okay, so my course was closed for renovations, as we talked about, and it's been slowly opening back up again. Sorry, the light's changing here a little bit. So it's open, and it's finally open. So it's August 20. It opened up like last week as a full 18. I haven't played as a full 18, but I've been going out there since the beginning of July, let's say, and there's a little short game area. So it usually takes me about a month to get my short game going again, just getting confident and stuff. So I'm back. Like, I was worried at the beginning of the year, because I played those qualifiers, and obviously short game was not help. It was just non-existent, and I was like, oh my goodness. But it's fine. It's great. I'm back to where I used to be. So it's nice to know that no matter where I'm at, I can get my short game back together. It's not like I have problems, and I've been really working on my putting, and my putting has come together. So yeah, so I just sort of go out there and I chip and putt like a lot out there because I can, and then I play late in the day, twilight rounds. Um, so hopefully I'm putting some footage here of me doing that, and then also I'm able to practice. Like, so I have a job at a golf store, which is awesome. And so I'm able to actually practice on my lunches in the simulator, as long as there's not people there or going early or whatever. And that's really been helping my ball striking. And I've been working out, and that has helped my distance this year. So I gained some distance last year from the year before, but this year, and hopefully I'm showing the footage, or I will at some point. I have a couple of holes on the course where I sort of know if I hit a good drive off certain tees, conditions depend where I'll be. And I've been blowing it by those like a lot. So that's great. And I've definitely gained a club. Like I probably talked about this earlier in my video, but like a solid club, like really good. So that's good. So it's always just, navigating, like not working too hard, not doing too much speed training. So my speed training is literally just going into the simulator and hitting drivers as hard as I can for like 20 minutes. I'm trying to do that like a couple times a week. And yeah, it works. It works better than the super speed swing sticks that I was using. So the other thing I've been using is that power shoot. Just go online and look it up. I have some video of it from earlier videos, and I just do that every day in the morning, like three sets of like 5 swings to warm up before I leave the house. And I think that's helping. It's helping my speed, but it's also helping my like coordination. So I played yesterday with a buddy, Jason, a new golf buddy. I don't know if he hasn't subscribed, but and then we played yesterday. Sort of chopped. It was my first 18 in a long time. So yeah, I played good. I got it to 3 under on the back. On a pretty tough course, like 6,700 yards, or 6,600 yards. Good course. Bogeyed last hole, so 2 under. So, but it just shows that like the game's there. I can do this. Like um, I want to try to see if I can play in some more tournaments. So yeah, this year has been a blast. This whole experience has been a blast. I'm having so much fun. I'm so thankful that I'm able to play. B, my health is good. C, I have a job. And so that gets us into like maybe what's up for the next couple of years. Well, okay, so this is a little bit of life stuff, but I'm trying to pay off a lot of debt. So I rung up some credit cards. Never great to be, on your credit cards. I had the moves, obviously some, things I had to deal with Miss Kitten, and who I miss dearly, and love all I watched the videos of her here and seeing her. It's so helpful. It's so nice. And the plan is to get another little cat at some point. So yeah, like, and bought a bunch of gear. Like I bought a really nice bag, and that is working. But obviously it wasn't cheap. So yeah, knocking off some of the credit card debt, which is great. And then working away at the store. And so what's up for next year? Well, I'm going to be a bit of a cliffhanger. There's a couple things I'm planning, which would involve ideally playing a lot more tournaments. So we'll just leave it at that. Like really good tournaments, like, top, again, just good regional. It just, where will that region be? Hint, hint. Maybe somewhere I used to live before. But I'm not going to plan anything. I'm just going to see how my money shakes out. See what I have a couple opportunities that I might be able to take advantage of. I've been caddying, which has been great on the side. And so that might play into it. So yeah, I don't want to, anyways, that's where I'm at. Sort of playing around with that. And yeah, so then we'll just play the fall. And the other course is open, so it's great. I had a car, but it's really unreliable, so that's why I haven't been playing too many tournaments. And then, maybe I can get up to this other course we played yesterday and play a bit more there, because I have a really good little short game area and a driving range, a grass driving range, which is amazing. If you live in a city, like hitting off mats after a while sucks. So if you have access to a grass range, hit that thing as much as you can. Like, take it from me. Don't take it for granted, because you might not have it at some point in your golfing career, and you're gonna miss it. So yeah, so things have been great. I'm just super happy. Obviously the plan is to play more tournaments as we move forward, and then when I get to 55, and then I really know where my game's at, and I'll have I've had success, and I'll have success again. And yeah, I just hope your guys' season went great. I hope you, if you had any goals, you got them. My handicap went up a little bit. I was down to about a 0.5. I started at about a 4 when I started back in. I got down to a 0.5 and maybe dipped it down to a plus 0.5 because I had a couple glow rounds. And now I'm back at around a 1, just because I've had a bunch of didn't have a lot of rounds in. And of course I play at is pretty, I think the rating's a little low. But that's good. And so yeah, I'm sort of playing around a 1. That sounds great, but it's like when you're playing, going from a 0 to a 1 is going up, and we don't want to go up. We want to keep going down. So take it from me, it sucks when your handicap goes up. It doesn't matter whether it's going from 10 to 20 or 1 to 2. It's double, and it doesn't feel fun. But yeah, we'll just keep plugging away. The bag's in great shape. I did my goal of dedicating to most of my equipment for the year. I haven't done a lot of little tweaks here and there, which I'll maybe reveal at a new what's in the bag for next year. But the putter is the same, the driver is the same, irons are the same, wedges are the same. I really dedicated to that setup, and it's clicking. It's great. The driver is great. My driver stats are, for me, I'm super happy. My putting is good. I like I say, played the other day 3 under on the back, well 2 under, but 3 birdies, and I've been struggling with birdie, knocking in birdie putts. I usually get a long bomb to maybe go in once or a few rounds, but I made some really solid 10-footers or for par, for birdie, which was great. So yeah, there you go. Super happy. Super excited for where things might shake out. If they don't, I'm just going to keep plugging away and have a great time in Canada. And yeah, so thanks for listening to all these rambling videos. I always check back on these. I watch my swing. My swing has gotten a lot better, just because I'm swinging a lot more, and then my my medicine ball work and my sort of flexibility work. If you can do those things, you will see improvements. I look at my own swing in my videos all the time, and I'm like, I'm working on my posture, working on my setup, my tempo, and then working on the strength that you need to stay in posture. And yeah, it's working. I'm a lot more stable through the ball. So there you go. That's what I'm up to and what I've been up to. So I had another good year. I mean, I feel bad. I wish I could have more tournament events to report to you guys, but that's all I can get in up here. It's literally, there was another match play qualifier, but I get filled up. I couldn't get into it, and there was a best ball court qualifier, and I didn't get into it. I should really try to start locking in for the USGA better ball or 4-ball next year. You know what I mean? Sort of get that into the mix of qualifiers, as it won't be as much pressure as trying to sign up for a mid-am. And if I I don't want to get into having to write letters and stuff. So again, there you go. I'll wrap this up at 15 minutes. Thank you so much for following. I hope there's something here that's been helpful. I hope you guys have a great fall golf season. I love playing golf in the fall. And yeah, we'll sort of check in, and then it might be a little quiet for a bit. And then we'll see what's up for next year, cliffhanger. Yeah. So, all right. Thanks so much as always for checking in, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.